Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Dreamfall Chapters. Zoe is in Marcuria. Kian is off on a mission. Enu has unfortunately not been able to help us.
When I was 12, I was a lot like her. Awkward and...
Sorry I couldn't help
strike
you.
that, I'm still
I'll
a
keep
lot like
looking,
her.
but I think I've read every book in here at least 8 times already.
Wow. That's impressive. Alright, let's go talk to Blind Bob.
Blind Bob?
Eh? What? Who's asking? Well, blessed be Miss Striped Breeches.
They are striped.
You're the lass what brought me mulled wine back when I'd hit rock bottom in Marcuria.
Indeed I did.
What in the name of the eight-eyed octo-god of Tartillus are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same thing. Except for, you know, not those words exactly.
Pretty close, but not exactly.
Oh, I left my life of beggaring behind. Cleaned myself up. Joined the resistance. I'm a general now.
Oh,
I'm making a difference.
that makes me happy. Okay, blindness.
He was theoretically blind, but now he can see. It makes less and less sense the more I think about it.
Indeed it does.
I just can't imagine how the blind Bob I met in Marcuria turned into this man. It's an impressive transformation. General? Didn't he just mention Obnaxus? Or was that my imagination?
That was not your imagination.
It's a long shot, but...
Well,
didn't
let's
he just mention Obnaxus?
talk about the other things first.
He was... What happened to your theoretical blindness?
Theoretically cured.
Cured! I was blind, theoretically, but now I can see. To be honest, some days I wonder if I ever was theoretically blind, or if it was all hypothemetaphysical. You know, just in my head, like.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It was simpler being blind Bob and resorting to beggaring and vagrancy than taking a long, hard look at myself in a speculum. Particularly on account of the blindness. I wish me old pa could have lived to see me. He always believed in me, even when I didn't. To the bitter end, he told me I had potential.
Did you say
I
speculum?
nodded and wept and promised him I'd try my best. Then, as he drew his last ragged breath, I stole his purse and his breeches.
It's not like he was using them.
Well, Pa, I'm sorry about the breeches. I'm making something of life now. Making something of myself. I'm no longer blind Bob. Call me Bob who can see.
No, but again, did you say speculum? Alright, let's
General.
ask about him being a general.
Are you an actual general?
Aye. See these stripes?
On your
General
pants?
Bob, that's me. I takes care of the logic sticks round here so the place don't crumble to pieces. Shepard's
logic
busy
sticks.
with the strategeering. Kian sorts out who to murder and how. Liko makes a fine job of being contrary.
Yeah.
And Enu keeps everyone's spirits up.
Oh, she does.
I mean, when she's not shooting Azadi soldiers in their eyeballs with her bow and arrow.
Aw.
Me, I make
so
sure
sweet.
the ladder's stocked, the sheets are clean, relatively speaking, and that the piss pots are empty. Can't go to war on a full bladder.
No, that would be bad. Well, let's ask about the
I
resistance.
just can't imagine how the blind Bob I met in Marcuria turned into this man. It's an impressive transformation.
It is indeed.
How did you end up with the rebels?
Not long after you and I met, I overdosed on mulled wine. Spooked me good, that did. I figured I had two choices. Either
Overdosed.
spend the remainder of my days in the gutter, stinking of foreign spices and currants.
I like
And
that option.
to be honest, there didn't seem to be a whole lot of days left. Or I could clean myself up, try to amount to something after a lifetime wasted on wine, women, and various gutters.
Is that really a waste,
The
though?
moment I looked up, I saw how the Azadi were running magicals out of Marcuria. I couldn't ignore it. It was disgraceful. I mean, magicals always treated me with kindness and respect. I felt I owed them. So, here I am, doing my part and paying my debts. Aside from the gambling and the bar tabs, mind you.
Oh, of course. That would be
And
silly
I
talk.
feel 20 years younger to boot.
Aw. Aw, that's really,
Didn't
really
he just
gratifying.
mention Obnaxus? Or was that my imagination?
I don't think it was your imagination.
Do you know someone called Abnaxus?
Abnaxus? Now, there's a name I haven't heard spoken in years.
Except by yourself.
Where do you know it from?
You said it.
Sorry, I just overheard. Actually, I met Abnaxus recently. Well, I dreamed about Abnaxus. Or maybe it was more like a vision. This sounds crazy, I know, but...
Sounds completely sane to me, lass. Abnaxus turning up in visions. That's exactly the sort of fellow he was. Persistent, unpredictable, and not a little annoying.
Yeah,
I
makes
met
sense.
him when he was the Venar ambassador to Ireed. This was before the gutters, when I was still a dapper chap on the Marcurian party circuit.
Oh, of course.
We hit it off, especially seeing as I was going blind, theoretically, and he saw everything, past, present, and future. Years later, as he was leaving town, he entrusted me with the key to his home. Said to take care of it. I'd sleep there from time to time. Very uncomfortable bunk. Musty smell of ancient books and foreign weeds. I didn't much care for it, to be honest.
Well,
I'm sure he said key. And where there's a key...
but first, let's ask about the Purple Mountains.
It's a long shot, but... Have you heard of the Purple Mountains?
Oh, aye, of course. Everyone's heard of the Turtle Mountains.
No.
No, sorry. Purple, not turtle.
That's what I said. Turtle. Right, of course. You don't know. Why would you? My apologies, lassie. See, I have a serious P deficiency. It's been a lifelong struggle.
I don't think you do.
The Turtle Mountains. Nope, never heard of them. Sorry.
Dang it. All right, well, let's ask about this key.
I'm sure he said key. And where there's a key...
There's a way? No, that doesn't. That's a will.
You said something about a key to Abnaxus's house?
They called it the abode back then. Abnaxus's abode. Primitive accommodations, but luxurious location. Prime real estate. Central with a garden view. Very quiet at night.
And the key? Do you still have it? Sorry, this is really important.
Please gimme.
Oh, I carry it with me every day. After all, it is a magic key. Figured it might do me lumbago some good.
I don't think it does.
What about this house? I mean, the abode?
Also still there, and not hard to find. Sits right circle in the center of the city green. Abnaxus carved it out of a petrified tree with his own morbidly huge hands. A few years ago, the authorities turned it into an historical landmark. Of course, no one can get inside, on account of the Venar magic.
Unless I have the key.
Not without the key, at least.
Gimme.
This
Gimme key.
Can I...
Oh, sure.
Well, thank
Heavier
you.
than it looks, ain't it? More powerful than iron. Worth its weight in precious stones, and then some.
Why didn't you ever sell it?
This magic goes back to the first magic. None of that modern hocus pocus. You feel it in your fingers when you hold it. Tingles, don't it?
I think that's just static electricity.
Does. Sorry, I know this is asking a lot, but can I...
Borrow it? Aye, why not? It's done the lumbago no good. And I don't have much use for the place, now that I've a proper bunk here.
Well, that's so nice of you.
But keep it safe. Abnaxus left most of his belongings behind and entrusted me with their care. I'd hate to betray that trust.
Understandable.
I promise.
All right. Speak with Shepard.
I'd love to chat, lassie, but I have duties to attend to. There are piss pots that need emptying, and people to command into doing it.
I thought you had a P deficiency.
Tell the word that blind Bob is dead, that Bob who can see has risen in his place, and that the general will repay his debts. Except the gambling debts and the bar tabs. Those will never be repaid.
I mean, understandable.
I'd love to chat, lassie, but I have duties to attend to. There are piss pots that need emptying, and people to command into doing it.
Hey, I made progress. Blind Bob, I mean, the general, gave me the key to Abnaxus's house. I might find what I'm looking for there.
That's great! Oh, I wish I could come with you, but there's this whole furry thing I've got going on. It's a big no-no in the city these days.
Can't we have you drink one of those
Sorry
potions?
about that. Humans can be real dicks sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes. Some humans, not most. You're a good human.
Aw, thank you.
What are these dicks you speak of?
Oh boy.
That's not important. Thanks again for your help.
Are you leaving already? I mean, we just met, and you'll come back though, right?
I'm sure.
I hope so.
Oh, okay.
sure we will.
Because there's so much I want to talk about, and
Yes.
I'll let you go now. Thanks for talking to me, Zoe. I miss you already. Shut up now, Anu. Okay, thanks, bye!
Can I hug Anu?
I have to resist this intense desire to stroke her yellow fur. I don't think that'd be kosher.
I mean, I think she might like it. Achievement unlocked. Sleepover! If only. If only. Alright, so we got a key.
The key to Obnaxus's abode. Score!
It's very wooden looking. I like the gem.
I don't know why Obnaxus would entrust a beggar with the key to his house, but he must have seen something in Bob that no one else did.
Like the fact that he would meet you one day. Alright, Shepard, I need to get into town.
You spoke with the general. Did you find what you were looking for?
Not exactly, but
It's a step in the right direction.
Good. I've asked them to ready a boat for you. Whenever you're ready, it will take you into the city.
well, thank you.
I may not fully understand your role, Zoe, but there's something about you that... I've learned to have faith in the balance. The balance provides. The balance guides. It's guiding you now. You must let it take you wherever it leads, like a leaf on a river. Bend to its will.
I'll try.
May your gods favor your journey. You'll be in my thoughts and dreams.
Thank you, but I don't know that Zoe has gods, but, you know. Take a boat into Mercuria.
There's a boat waiting for you in the cove downstairs. It'll bring you into Mercuria.
Okie dokie. Take a boat into Mercuria. Nope, can't interact with those doors. Alright.
I hope it's not too far into town because, yeah, I've seen sturdier boats in bathtubs. Row, row, row your boat, because how else will that thing make it into the city? I hope it's not too far into town because,
Oh, I love that.
yeah, I've seen sturdier boats. Equipment-wise, the Azadi are definitely winning, but righteousness counts for a lot.
Shepard said to take you into town. Just get in that boat and we'll leave immediately.
Well, thank you.
Don't worry, we have a rock-solid cover. I'm a fisherman, you're my young bride heading into town to buy... turnips. Or yams. Which one do you think's more believable? Yams, right?
Yams. Also, you do not look like a fisherman.
Whenever you're ready to leave for Mercuria, climb in and we'll get rolling.
Alright, in we go.
Now I need to find the city green. I wish Crow was with me.
There's
I
Crow.
feel less alone with that silly bird around.
There he is.
Oh, hey, I remember this place. This is where I scared one of those large turtle cow things and freed a furry dog thing. Ah, memories. Broken, fragmented memories. The Asadi remind me of the Eye. Fascist soldiers are the same everywhere, even across
You're
parallel
back,
dimensions.
and your head's still on. Did you swim?
No, I took a boat.
Swim? No, boat. I boated. I mean, they dropped me off in a boat.
Impressive. So, what's the next step on our grand adventure?
At
Tea and
Max's
biscuits?
house?
A hearty nap, perhaps?
Maybe those later.
I need to find the city green and the home of Abnaxus.
I visit the city green every day to clean my feathers in the fountain. Follow me.
Okie dokie. But first, let's see
I
if we...
really wish you had wings.
Tell me about it.
So do I, Crow. Hey, are you okay?
Sure, why wouldn't I be?
I mean, April and...
Of course I'm not okay, okay? But I'm okay. I'll be okay. It's okay. We're okay. Don't worry about it, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
She's not the first friend I've lost, and she won't be the last. You learn to roll with the punches. It's either that or punch back. Real hard.
And you kind of lack, hands. Just up into the clouds there. Can I go into the Rooster and Kitten? I can. Well, let's see what's going on. Hey there, Ulvik.
Ulvik seems like such a lovely man. He reminds me of Sully. I miss Sully.
Ah,
Hello.
I must apologize for yesterday.
That's okay.
No apology necessary. I found the people I was looking for. Or rather, they found me.
With the sack over the head, but...
And you saw eye to eye?
They let me go. We're on the same side. I'm a friend.
Good. Good. I'm glad. And very relieved. You seemed like such a nice young woman. I was worried the resistance was going to, you know...
Wow. Well, I'm glad I didn't know that was a possibility.
Well, never mind that. You still have your head. It's Zoe, is it not? What can I do for you, Zoe?
Oh, well, we can ask him about a lot of things. Purple Mountains?
Ulvik appears to be well-traveled. Maybe he knows where it is.
Yeah, let's ask him.
This is probably a long shot, but have you heard of the Purple Mountains?
I've heard of the Black Mountains, the Green Mountains, even the Speckled Brown Mountains, but purple ones?
So that's a no.
If I had to guess, I'd say look to the Border Mountains range. They stretch from one end of the Northlands to the other. I'm sure they cover the colours of the rainbow.
Oh, I want to go to the
I'm
Fuchsia
guessing
Mountains.
it might take a while to see them all.
About a
Both mountains?
decade, give or take a few months.
Slight
And
problem
here
there.
I was hoping to get home by next week.
Well, let's ask him about his story.
This is my chance to get to know Ulvik better.
Yeah.
So what's your story?
My story? Well, I have plenty of stories. It'd take all day and night to tell half of them.
Oh, I got time.
Are you from Marcuria?
Aye. Well, I was born here, but I was always a child of the ocean. Before he was a publican, my father was a sailor, and my mother hailed from the Southern Islands. The salty sea was in my blood. So, I ran away from home. 3 times my father brought me back before he finally relented and let me sign up. 13 years old and galley boy on the Pearl of the Great Sea. 10 years after that, I made first mate on the Kandar's Tusk. She was a great ship. I miss her like I'd miss a lost limb.
That's a little
I
weird.
only returned to Mercuria to take over my father's business when he passed. He owned a tavern. Not this one, I'm afraid. It burned in the war. I fought the tyrant, joined the city guard, and then finally I scraped enough coin together to buy this place. So, here I am. Both feet planted firmly on solid soil.
Well, that's
But
good.
you know, my heart remains in the southern seas. I courted the beautiful Princess Kuamaka, angered a king, got chased off by savages with spears.
That
I might
all
one
sounds
day
false.
Go back to claim my pride and conquer a kingdom. But for now, I'm happy serving warm beer, listening to drunken confessions, and helping friends. My
Aw.
seditious, rebellious friends.
Let's ask him about
I should
himself.
try to engage him in a friendly conversation.
Compliments typically work, don't
I
they?
should
Yeah.
try to engage. People say good things about you.
Do they now? Well, I appreciate the sentiment. I'm friendly to friends, civil to customers, and, less so to everyone else. But I will welcome all sorts to the Rooster, unless they're troublemakers.
Yeah, you look like someone who could,
I promise I'll behave.
bonk some heads. Abnaxis Abode.
He might know where Abnaxis's house is located. I'm looking for the house that belonged to Abnaxis of the Venar.
The ambassador. I met him once at a social function, must be at least 15 years ago now.
Oh?
Cryptic fellow, hard to understand, but pleasant enough for a politician. Didn't drink much. Though between the two of us, we cleaned out their larders. The ambassador had the good foresight to leave town before the Azadi arrived. But his house is still there. I believe they used to call it Abnaxis's abode in the old days. But nowadays it's known as an historic artifact. You can't miss it. It's right in the center of City Green. And it looks like a petrified tree.
It's never really looked like a petrified
it is a petrified
tree to me, but...
Oh, and best of luck getting inside. It's protected, if you know what I mean.
I have the key.
Oh, well, in that case, I reckon you'll have no problem getting inside.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it'll be easy. I'm kind of surprised that the Azadi haven't tried to destroy it.
I can't shake the feeling that there's something about that guy I saw rummaging through Kian's belongings.
Yeah, let's ask about him.
The man who captured me.
Jakai.
That's him. What do you know about him?
Jakai Salmin, old Ben Rime's nephew. He stops by now and then, oftentimes with important messages. He does a lot of that, communications. But I don't know too much about him. Why do you ask?
Not sure. I surprised him in the Enclave. He was acting strangely.
His aunt is serving a sentence in Coldstone. I believe they're very close. That might explain his behavior.
That's probably it. Just keep an eye on him, maybe?
I certainly will.
Well, thank you. All right, let's say
Time to
thanks.
run along. I have places to go, and none of them are in here.
Unfortunately.
I should get going, Ulvik.
I imagine you're busy. You let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, Zoe.
I will do
Come
that.
back anytime. I'll see you around, Zoe.
Ulvik's a good friend. Zoe's making a lot of friends here. Let's see if we can go make some enemies. I think I know what's coming up. A little bit of a puzzle. I want to dance too. I want to dance too. I like that dress. It's dark green on top, which I didn't realize before.
I don't know how we'll have everything ready in time for this evening. Petrus invited everyone at the office to our house for dinner.
Then make him cook the bloody food.
It's got some lace on the sleeves. I like that. All right.
Ruin my good reputation.
Looks like one of these guys was a little bugged out for a second there, too.
So, how's business?
All right, but let's go down to the City Green, see what's going on down there.
I must bow. I mean, farmers...
How's your memory coming along? Do you remember anything about this place now?
I worked so hard to remember, but no, not much.
That's unfortunate.
It was winter.
True. Winter changes everything. What with the snow and the ice and all.
And the city looked different. Smaller.
It probably has grown a bit.
But no, I don't really remember anything at all.
Perfectly fine. I also remember very little, but then I am a bird with a bird brain. So what can you expect?
Aw.
No. Why are you asking me?
Poor
I'm not a
crow.
bloody engineer. I'm just excited about the ceremony.
Alrighty, let's see what is going on down here.
What's going on here? Isn't that... Are they trying to chop down Abnaxis's abode? Great. That's great.
Well, looks like we're going to have to do something about that.
So this is it. abode of, big ugly thing what speaks funny?
Apparently so.
And there's someone else here.
Apparently so.
Huh.
We need to run them off.
I feel better having Crow around, even though I'm not sure what he can do. Still, a useless sidekick is better than no sidekick. I'm not saying he's useless.
Yeah, Crow's not useless.
So what now?
I don't know. Do you have any suggestions?
Poop on their heads.
We kill them, bury their bodies, and then go about our lives as if nothing happened.
I like this plan.
That's disturbing.
I know. I'm dark.
Well, I mean, you're
I'm
Crow.
really not in the mood for killing today. Or any day.
Fine, then you come up with something.
All right, fine.
Good bird. Soft feathers.
Aw.
I'm petting a talking bird in a parallel universe. This is going to require years of therapy.
I think that this counts for years of therapy.
Good bird.
All right, well, let's at least see what's going on with them.
Once this unholy tree's been knocked down, the electorate will take me seriously. They'll see I have the power to get things done. Maybe then I can stop licking the arses of the Azadi. Goddess this and goddess that. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth, sucking up to their feminine deity. Give me a world without gods and goddesses, a world ruled by humans and true Northlanders. No magicals, no supernatural women folk, no superstitious invaders.
You are a disgusting,
world
disgusting,
by
pitiful
and for
toad.
man, with the woman in her rightful place at home.
And that's an insult to toads.
Come
Ugh.
on, put your back into it, man. This is pathetic. It's merely a tree.
Ow! 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 Stop chopping my head! Alright, let's look around a little bit. We need to get these guys away. We've got Crow. Having a talking bird might be a little bit freaky. It might cause him to try to use the axe against him. And I would rather that not happen.
Oh, I'd take the axe myself if I can just moisturise my hands. This dry air. Well, you understand.
You disgust me, sir.
I think I saw that man in town yesterday speaking to a small crowd. What's he doing?
Being terrible.
I think I saw that man in town yesterday speaking to a small crowd. What's he doing?
Ah, a member of the voting public.
Yeah, I'm not voting for you.
Honor Hilaris, Esquire, at your service, madam. But I'm sure I don't need to introduce myself to you, hmm?
Yeah, you do.
You've seen my face in print and in public appearances. You know me as an honourable and truthful fellow who stands with the common man.
Only seen your face in bathrooms,
And
sir.
woman. We shan't forget the common woman. Yes, yes.
What about the uncommon one?
I'm, of course, running for Commissioner of City Watch, a position sorely and desperately in need of new blood. The Watch needs strength. It needs direction. It needs humanity.
It needs anyone other than you.
In other words, it needs me.
No.
He's gunning for a political position with the City Watch. I wonder what his end game is.
I like to slow down with the axe. Alright, so we've got a bunch of things that we can talk to Honor Hilaris about, but that is going to wait until next time. Since it is about time to call it an episode. And then we need to find some way to drive these guys off. They're probably superstitious louts, so maybe something that smacks of magic. That might do it. We'll have to figure out what that is next time. See you then, everyone.